When you say other countries have managed the crisis better, like yeah, Vietnam, China, Taiwan, Thailand, you could list a lot, but also New Zealand and Australia. And in these discussions, they usually are suffocated with statements like in the early on, we don't live under a dictatorship and we are not an isle and so forth. You probably heard many of those, and I would like to hear your response to that kind of.
So, you know, each of the countries, every country has its own unique qualities. But we see that very large country like China and very small countries and very, you know, wealthy countries and poor countries, right? So we have Western countries like New Zealand and Australia that have done it, and Asian countries like, you know, Vietnam and Thailand have done it. And Vietnam and Thailand are not islands. And Australia is not an island, it's a country with multiple states. And they have to control the borders, right? Just like in Europe, one would have to control the borders in order to do this. And they have urban areas, right? Regular cities that are like European cities. There's no circumstance that hasn't had this work. Not really. It's just a question of taking the right pieces and putting them into place. And again, you know, Australia has land borders and it's done, but even within cities, they've done land borders. There's no particular challenge that I've seen. I mean, as an example, right, we know that it's extremely difficult in major slums to do this, right? It's very hard. But even there are places in the world where it's being successful to do it in major slums. It's a question of adapting the method, realizing what the goal is, and often the most important thing is just making sure that people understand that there is an opportunity to get rid of the disease. And if there is, everybody wants to get rid of it. And people work together very hard. And if you set it up in zones, one of the amazing things that happens, of course, is that everyone wants their zone to get there first. And so, you know, people really work very hard, and they, you know, collaborate within communities to make sure that cases are identified and to get rid of it. And surely, if in a particular state in Germany or in Germany as a whole, if there was a decision to do this and to say, okay, we're going to make these as the zones, and we'll just say, you know, this is something we're going to do together. There surely is no reason to believe that this is something that is difficult for Germany to do, more than it is difficult for many of the other places like Vietnam and Cambodia and Thailand and Australia and New Zealand. Every place that has been successful has faced challenges and has met those challenges.